All right, hopefully y'all can hear me, and forgive me for leaving this wire out loose. So I guess you can't see me. So for those who watch my videos, y'all know that, thank you to all my subscribers and everyone that sticks with me, because I know that I can ramble on, and I completely apologize for that. There's a reason for it, and a medical reason, and so I'm definitely working on it. I wasn't always this way. It annoys me as well when I watch the videos back. So I just wanted to say that for those of you that stick with me, that I apologize it, and I am trying to make it better. I'm trying to make the videos better in other ways as well. So kind of count on that. But today we are talking about Turtle Wax Power Out Carpet and Mats Heavy Duty Cleaner. I believe the reason I picked this up, they had it on sale, but the reason I picked it up was because I believe it was this same one. They got a few of these now, and I believe it was this same one that I tried out before. And the one that I tried, if this is it, I was actually impressed by it. This brush that comes on it, that's not, I'll try it out at first, but I mean, I don't know, maybe they improved it. The bristles on this are stiffer. I would definitely take it off, because it's just awkward using the can with it. I think it's meant to come off. So if you don't have any other brush, this is not a bad one. It's stiffer than the one that I use, and it's been over a year ago since I used that. So that's why, I'm hoping that this is either the same thing or better than what I use. So what I've got here is some mats out of, and y'all should be able to see it in the camera, because I can see it, that these mats, this one right here that's in the trunk, it's not that bad. It's got a couple little spots, whatever, but the majority of the mats are pretty bad, pretty stained up. And so I want to take some of this, and we're going to go after, do like a quarter of the mat, half the mat, whatever. And I'm going to do it 3 different ways, I think. First, I'm going to spray this on there, and we're going to use the brush that comes with it, and then just wipe it up with a microfiber. Second, I'm going to spray this on there, and then I'm going to use my drill brush, and we're just, then we're going to wipe it up with a microfiber, and we're going to see what that delivers. If I had to guess, I would say probably about the same results. It's just that one's going to be quicker if I make it quicker. And that's super clean sitting over there. That's in case, this is no good, then I'm going to do it how I normally do it. I might even show that in the video as a comparison. I don't know. Then the third way, what I might do is take this and spray it on there, let it dwell for a little bit, which I'll pause the video, and then I'll come in with this brush, and then I've got my pressure washer out here, and I'll rinse it with that. Yes, in that scenario, the pressure washer does a lot of the work anyway, so I don't know, the first 2 that I do with this brush and that brush, but using this product, is probably what y'all will end up watching the video for. But it is satisfying to, if I get the right camera angle, to watch all the stuff that'll come out of this when I hit it with the pressure washer. So we're going to get things ready. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. What I'm going to do is do this little corner here with our Power Out and the brush that comes with it. This little corner over here with the Power Out and the drill brush that's out of frame, I'm sure. And then this top half, I'm going to spray this on there, let it dwell, and I'm not going to agitate it. I'm just going to go in with the pressure washer. I'll do that last, so in case somebody doesn't want to watch that part of it. So this stuff, it does foam, and who doesn't like the foam fat? And I mean, this is good thick foam. Good thick foam. It smells good. It says it's got Odor X Seek and Destroy odors up to 30 days. So, bonus. Voted Product of the Year. Consumer Survey of Product Innovation 2018. if this is the same one that I had, then it's impressive. You know, you can even, I like to spray that on there and let it start to settle down, because if you go straight in, it being that thick of foam, you know, it'll get it's not going to hurt anything, but I like to let it sit in, because, you know, then it's getting to do some work anyways. And then when you go in to agitate, the majority of the foam is soaked in, you know, where you want it to be, versus just moving it around all over the top. And, you know, some of y'all might know what I mean from experience. But I'll let that sit there for a second and we will come right back. I had to go get my knee pads or knee pad thing at I've become a sissy at my old age. It only took me about a minute to walk in there and grab this. So, I don't know who's honking. It only took me about a minute to go in there and grab this. So, just so you know, this is set here and dwelled for maybe 3 minutes. And I think that's, you know, good time. So, the foam, you know, I like, and I think a lot of other people do, to see the foam, because if you do it right, you don't do it too long, then you can see, like right now, I can see the foam turning, you know, brown and getting discolored. And the reason I like it is because I can see it lifting that dirt up to the top. Mainly for if I'm doing the, you know, this is kind of referred to the dry shampoo method, or I mean damp shampoo method. And with, you know, spraying this on there, it's not, you know, it's foam, so it looks like a lot, but it's not getting it super wet. And so when you come in here with your microfiber, it works good. You know, it's not soaking wet. It's not too much for the microfiber to absorb. Yes, if you're doing, you know, all 4 formats and the one in the trunk, you're going to need more than one microfiber, but this was a perfectly clean new microfiber. Ooh. When I started, see if you can see all that. I mean, that's filthy. So that got a lot out. And yeah, I mean, I can see it from here looking through the camera that, you know, you can see that the A part of the M is a little bit cleaner. Now, I would do another pass in that same scenario, that same combo with that. And then, you know, that would be acceptable by a lot of people. But let's do the other side with the drill brush real quick. And I'm going to use a separate microfiber to see what we get out of that. So, all right, I'm gonna give that about the same time to dwell. All right, it's been about 3 minutes. So we'll come in here and agitate. I've got this on speed 1. And honestly, this is the definitely the nastier side of the two. It's got more stuff on it, more stains. So this one's got more of a challenge. And my guess is probably we'll pull up more stuff. There's something on the edge here I was trying to get, but I'm probably gonna have to get it with the pressure washer. Guys, the more that I sit here and smell this stuff, I really like it. It's a really good balance. And I'll tell you real quick, I used to put air fresheners in every vehicle after, you know, I cleaned them, detailed them, either way. And I had ones that were, you know, more girly, fruity, whatever, sweet for women. And then I had ones that were, you know, more masculine, what I would say were more masculine for the men. And I never had a man complain about it, at least not to me. And you know, I had got several men that are repeat customers, and I had a few women that were repeat customers. They didn't complain, you know, right then and there. You know, they looked inside the vehicle and loved it. But when I came back the second time, they said, "Hey, can you not put whatever air freshener in there this time?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." And you know, and I think I remember saying, "Hey, I've got a couple more. Would you like to smell them or see them? And maybe you'll like one of the other ones." And no, I'm good. There might have been one that said, you know, "Yeah, I'll take vanilla, whatever." So, but the men, you know, even the repeat customers, never said anything to me about the air fresheners. But the point I'm getting to is that this stuff right here is just a good, clean, neutral smell. To be honest with you, if I was going to put it in the category of more manly or more, you know, girly, whatever, I would say it's more manly. But it's just so neutral. The reason I'm saying this is because I don't think I can't see anybody not liking this. Like, this is a smell that, I don't know if I'd put it in the new car smell. I'd say this is just as good, if not better, than a new car smell. I don't know how to explain it, but the point I'm getting at is it's just a good smell. Good, neutral, clean smell. Okay, so I want to try something because I think this is deceiving because it's a different towel. Don't get me wrong, it's very dirty, but it's kind of, you know, I don't know, maybe not, but in person it just looks a little different. So I want to take another section of that blue towel and go over it and see if it looks the same or dirtier. Hang with me. Either way, it's definitely pulling up a lot. So I think this is the same stuff, if not better, than what it was that I used a year or two ago when it first came out, when they started releasing that line. Yeah, here's the clean side. But like I said, I think that this drill brush, and I end up probably going over it just as long as I did with the hand brush, but you got to think, in that same time frame, it was doing more work. But probably either one of these, yeah. So it's good stuff, guys. I mean, this would be acceptable by a lot of people. This over here would be acceptable by a lot of people. This one is better. This drill brush, I mean, this is just a cheap drill. I've got DeWalt stuff, but I bought a couple of these specifically just for this purpose, to keep them, so I didn't want to use my DeWalt stuff. But anyways, this is a really stiff brush. Oddly enough, Luke, I think it's Luke with Wilson Auto Detailing, I remember seeing him not too long ago. He had a brush just like this that he said was very stiff. It had red bristles, and he said that it wasn't available on Amazon anymore, and that he was working a deal where, you know, I guess he was going to sell them. But that's where I got this, was Amazon, although it was about 2 years ago. So I think it's very interesting that I guarantee you that the one he has is this exact same one. I mean, it's very stiff, and so I wouldn't dare touch leather or plastic with it, but for doing this right here, it works very well. So, and rubber formats, or like WeatherTech formats, it works very well. But I don't know why I wanted to tell y'all that this is a very stiff one. I mean, you don't have to have this stiff. You know, this is much stiffer than the brush that comes with it. Woo! But this is still considered, you know, firm. This still does a decent job. It's better than the one they originally put on there, or the one I had. So if you stuck around for the end of the video, the bonus section, I'm going to spray this, and what do I want to do? I'm going to move this so we can see what all comes out when we pressure wash it. So like I do a lot of times, guys, I changed my mind. I'm I'm going to, this is the Tough Shine brush. It's very popular, very well known, very cheap. You can get it off Amazon, or at least I did, but I've had mine for a while. And I'm gonna take this and just agitate first, and then I'm gonna pressure wash it. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna be using the Sunjoe SPX 9004 electric pressure washer that puts out about 900 working PSI at a little under 2 gallons a minute. I absolutely love it. I have a remote for mine because one of the biggest negatives to it is that it doesn't have an automatic shutoff. Honestly, I think they might end up fixing that if they get the word back. But anyways, so I've got a remote to mine, and I got this off Amazon. Mine works up to 100 feet. It's supposed to be, you can have the plug outside, so it doesn't matter if it gets wet. Well, the noise, I can't hear if it came on. Yeah, it did. And that's going through a brick wall, mind you. So anyways, and I'm going to be using the 25-degree tip, the green tip, and this is the one that comes with the Sunjoe pressure washer. So let's get to work. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I mean, there is a lot of white foam at the end, but there's also a lot of brown coming out. When they're very dirty formats, because like the other three, and well, probably the bottom of this one to make it match, this is what I'll end up doing, is taking the pressure washer to it. Now, I have the luxury of time because since I have a shop, I've made it a habit where I've just, started telling my customers, even if it's just an interior or just an exterior, to allow for at least 3 hours. And I kind of do that so they, it's just, I don't know, it's just awkward. I don't mind anybody watching me work. I mean, I was mobile, for years before I got this shop, and had people watch me work on a regular basis, and had compliments on a regular basis of how we never stopped working. And yes, with having the shop, not gonna lie, there are a few more breaks taken, but it's no big deal. And if there's a rush, then we get it done. But anyhow, I give myself plenty of time if I have the ability. If I don't have, if they don't have to have their vehicle back by a certain time, then why not, give myself more time to, make sure that everything is done the way I want it to be done, and not kill myself doing it. Mainly not kill myself doing it. Don't get me wrong, if you're looking to get into valeting, car washing, valeting, or detailing, because all three of those, car washing being, I hate to say the bottom, but, let's just say the starting point, and then valeting being the middle ground, which is where, a lot of people like to stop at. And then detailing is, getting into paint correction and coatings, et cetera, et cetera. And, there's a smaller market for that. So, but the word detailing does get thrown around, a lot. But I'm just rambling on as I'm pressure washing this. So basically I got to the point where it's clean water coming out. I'll be honest with you, I thought that this stuff was going to take longer. I probably could have stopped earlier. Y'all tell me in the comments. but I thought this stuff was gonna take longer to rinse out, but you know, that wasn't bad. That wasn't any more time than Super Clean. Actually, it might have been quicker than Super Clean. So so what I normally do at this point is I either one of two things. If I do need to get it done faster, I take my extractor to it immediately and suck up the majority of all the water. But the majority of the time I take it and I've got some clamps over there, and I hang it up and I let, you know, as much water as possible just drain out like that, and then I'll take the extractor to it and then I'll let it air dry. And doing it that way, you know, they're acceptable, they're ready to go in probably 3 hours, 4 hours max. So that gives you a time frame, but I know not all you guys have that luxury of you know, 3 hours. If you're doing the inside and out, and if you start with the inside, I always start with the inside, and you do the floor mats first, then it's a possibility, because I've done that before. But like I said, I don't do this on especially maintenance vehicles. You know, this is just for the type of deal where the floor mats are in rough shape, and I can't spend, you know, because like I said, doing it the way that we did at first, which was this section, going over it with one pass, a lot of people would call that acceptable. It's definitely greatly improved, just the way that I did it. Doing it with the drill brush, even better. But I like to go and flush everything out. You know, this is going to get you the best results by spraying that on there, whatever your cleaner is. But this stuff is good stuff. You know, it's what the video is supposed to be about, because I didn't end up bringing Super Clean into it and doing a versus. Y'all leave that down in the comments if you'd like to see this product here versus an APC that I have, or Super Clean, or whatever. I can buy a product if it's something that I think is good. But y'all leave that down in the comments, along with anything else that y'all have to say. I love reading the comments. Also, you know, I never really say this, but it does help me if y'all would take, because it literally takes about a second to hit the thumbs up button. And if you just hate the video, please hit the thumbs down button, because I would like the feedback. So, you know, I know not everybody takes time to leave a comment, but a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I think you can do. So that's, you know, all I ask. But this stuff is good stuff. So if you're out and about and, you know, you see this, and I'm not saying so much for the professional, you know, if you're like me and you like to play with stuff, this gives good results. And like I said, the foam is satisfying. So, you know, I don't know, you can use it as a treat. You know, that's kind of what I did. Plus, I got to make a video out of it. But, you know, if you're an enthusiast or do-it-yourselfer, and you know, you don't want to order stuff off online, you know, you could order this online to get it cheaper. But you know, if you just want to run down to the store real quick and get something, I actually got this one at Dollar General, and it was cheaper than it is at Advanced and O'Reilly's. I don't know about AutoZone or Pep Boys, but I'm sure they all carry this, because Turtle Wax is a well-known brand. Like I said, they have multiple versions of this, and if y'all want to see videos on those, let me know and I'll round them up, because I'd like to try them anyways, especially if y'all want to see a video on it. But you know, I'm a fan of this for what it is. You know, on a retail level, I think it's very good. So you know, that's my 2 cents on it. And y'all let me know all your, you know, thoughts, feelings, emotions, as Jimbo would say. And till the next one, guys, y'all either be good or be good at it.